So we're off today on another adventure, another walk, checking out some areas that I haven't checked for a while. Looks like the council's come along and cleaned here. I did report it the other day because it was very slippery when it rained. And they've cleaned off the pathway, so that's a plus. It is 8:55 a.m. on Monday the 16th of October 2023. And there you go. So it says it's currently 22 degrees Celsius, but the watch doesn't update as regularly as I would like it to have. So we're not too sure on that one. So we're going to head the back way around and go a few different places and see how we go. So see how the weather holds. Like heat wise, if it gets too hot, then I may have to stop. Okay, so we're going to turn right up here into Station Street. Usually we'll just walk straight to town, but we're going to do a little bit different than we normally do. So, see if there's any changes along these routes down this direction, down these roads. Nice to see that the council have cleaned that footpath. It's like things were cut off and just left there. Cut up the side of the hill where all the weeds and that grow. Different things grow out of the tree, out of the side of the hill. The cutting and that, so that's all good. Good to see things being done. Looks like this footpath here has been cleaned not too long ago. I think I've seen people doing it about a month ago. Yeah, it looks nice along here. So you got JC Custom Fabrication to the left. It's got closed written on it, but it is early, so it might open later. The gates are open. Yeah, side panel systems. Seems to be next door. Just going by the signage. To my right is like the railway station. And that. Some things you can't show due to just privacy and all that. And you're not really meant to film around the railway station these days because people have done stupid things. Otherwise I'd have a detailed video showing the railway station and all that. So yeah, Balto's aluminium fabrication. I don't know if that's still open, because a lot of times when I walk along here that's been closed at 35 Station Street, but it's open now. The roller doors are open, so you got the Windows warehouse coming up. Okay, continue on down Station Street. So that Windows warehouse, glass and aluminium, is the corner of Short Street and Station Street. So there's your railway station there. And the Optus Tower. We'll continue along our merry way. the old Melinda milk factory showing up here. It's weird how like it was painted over the Melinda milk sign that was on the roof, and then after a while it started showing through again. So I don't know how that worked. Maybe the paint was better on the Melinda milk sign. I don't know, but it's sort of shown through over the last couple of years, which is interesting to see. So it was Timothy Seafood for many years, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I think it closed down in the 90s, the Melinda milk factory. Part of it. Not too sure, it might have been early 2000s, I'm not sure. And you had Frank Lowe and Sons opposite it, or diagonally opposite, where it's now a yellow sort of shed. It used to be grey, I think, with Frank Lowe and Sons written on it. You'll see it when we get up to it a bit later. Yeah, Melinda milk. Yeah, it's weird seeing that on the old history showing through. It's always cool to see. Like when they took a sign down the Esplanade where there used to be a hairdresser near where Lifeline used to be. You could see hairdresser written there for a while. That was pretty cool. And when Kirby's Corner was still around, after, I think it was after one of the cyclones, you could see Kirby's Ladies Fashion showing through, because the main sign, I think it was the newsagent sign, had come off. It's interesting to see the old stuff showing like that. So there you go. And Melinda milk. You can see it better from further back. Like now, it's a bit harder to see once you get closer to it. It's harder to notice it than that, but from a distance you see it. So it's a tramway street. The weird thing is, over there where the street sort of does an S, it's still Station Street, but the street along here, where I'm about to walk down, is all tramway. So you think that would be named as a different name, but it's not. Old Timothy Seafood. Which is number 2 Station Street, going by that. You got Kun Steel Fabrication. That's got a name on it. SACCHI's Bobcat and Excavation Hire. I don't think I've ever noticed that there. That's the building. The one that I said was Frank Lowe and Sons back in the day. You get your Quinn Steel here, and then your MLC Motors. Your Quinn Steel. Well, I think that's how you say it. That's what I've heard people say it as. KUHN. There's your MLC Motors across there. Sounds like a dog coming along. Got Cassowary Street to my left. I'm guessing it's still Cassowary Street when it goes across the road, across tramway. I don't know. But anyway, because there's no signage here saying street name, so it makes it a bit harder to tell. But the one back says Station Street on both sides, so there we go. So as usual, we'll show straight ahead. Whatever shows to the side, you can see either side. Gets a little cooler on this spot where the trees are. It's actually nice and cool right now. Just in this spot you can feel a difference. Like it went down a couple of degrees. Coming up on Ned Maxwell Park. I have looked up who Ned Maxwell was, and I forget what the history was. Usually they're to do with council, someone high up that are named, like Ross Oden Park and that sort of thing. So there's a Ned Maxwell Park sign. We'll go a bit closer to see it.
1 kilometre completed. Duration 13 minutes 6 seconds. 15,000
There you go.
steps. Heart rate 134 beats
You
per
get your Frank Lowe and Sons main office up here. I don't know if it still gets used. Looks like it was built out of an old house. But I know they have a big shed and all that out at Gundy, at the industrial estate there. I've seen that when I've done my walks and scooter rides. There's a lot of stuff, markings for like surveying stuff lately around. So I've seen a guy with a surveying, well, it looks to me like a surveying camera. I'm not into all that stuff, so I'm not sure. But it looks like that. So to my right there's Kookaburra Close. To my left is Tramway. So we'll continue up here, go through the back way. Come out near Lily Street. And such. Whew. Yeah, you feel the heat when you come out of the shade. Certainly do. So we'll continue facing straight ahead as before. There is a few dark clouds around. So we've got to keep an eye on them for rain. Getting out and doing a video while it's still sunny, which you just never know when it's going to rain. So that person's going to park right on the footpath. They could have went back half a metre. It would have been better for me walking. But it looks like they'll be gone before I get up there. So that's fine. Got someone to see the antenna he's fixing on the roof. It's hanging down. So we're getting to the back way where there used to be an old train bridge. It hasn't been used in the time I've seen it, but it was there before they put in all this pathway. It was just a dirt sort of track to that, and you had to walk across the train bridge to go the back way. Probably wasn't the safest thing. You're going over Bamboo Creek where there's crocodiles and things. Well, I've never seen a crocodile in this part. I have in the next part where you face to the right and you see the you see the Bamboo Creek. But I have seen little crabs along here, little baby crabs against the wall here. Yeah, little baby crabs. I probably got the size of a 50-cent piece, maybe a slight bit bigger. Yeah. So there's all markings here too, as you can see. this needs to be fixed up a bit. Just up here, there's a bit of a lip where it's a bit dodgy, bit, you know, a trip hazard. Oh, there's a bush turkey, scrub turkey, whatever. Well, it certainly looks like one. May not be. Sort of off in the distance. Probably won't show up on video. But yeah, just here there's a bit of a lip. When it's wet, or dirt forms up there and it becomes muddy and quite slippery. Right at that spot there. And there's often a lot of mosquitoes around this spot too, due to all the rainforesty stuff. So we can see, but yeah, across to my right, one day I was walking along here and looked over and thought, that's a crocodile. I zoomed in on my phone and had a look, and it was sunning itself on the other side of the river, outside the creek. Yeah, it was pretty full on to see. So I've heard about them a lot in here and just never seen them over all the years of walking along here. You can't even see across there now. It's all overgrown, what I can see. Yeah, it was through there. And that's all overgrown now, so you can't see across there. This is going back probably 3 years ago. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to see that. I think the tide was out because there was mangroves and that's showing on the other side. It's your Innisfail laundromat. Well, Innisfail laundry, as it's got written on there. The house next door has been demolished. So that's Charles Street along there. You go down, you turn left and you go down to where KFC is. A few other places down there. You can see the creek a little bit here. Don't know how well it shows up on camera, but it's there. Oh. It's quite warm. There's across your laundromat, and then down KFC direction, rural supplies and such. Oh, it turns into Lily Street, which we might go down, and then turn down Gladys Street. Usually we just go straight along, but show a little bit different would be great. We'll go down behind Kmart and carry on. Whew. Yes, it's quite warm. Oh, that house to my left has been sold. I can't show it. Sometimes we'll show if they're for sale, because no one's living in there a lot of the time. But when they're sold, no. I had some sort of animal rustling in the trees, which I probably did along there. But anyway, this is Lily Street. As usual, we'll just show straight along. Innisfail Tojo spares. Well, I guess that's how it said, Tojos spares, Arthurs. We've shown that in other videos. On the outside, that's to my left. So we're going to turn into Gladys Street to the right soon and continue on. Place has been done up. It's getting warmer and warmer. Gladys Street. Oh, I guess this is the side of Kmart up here, not the back of it. So, whew. See how we go. It gets warmer and warmer as the day gets on, as the day progresses. That's why we usually go earlier. Usually go around 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. A bit cooler, less people. So coming up on Kmart and the Works department. The Works department will be to my right and the Kmart will be to my left. We'll jump onto the footpath while there's one here. And continue along. Crikey, it is hot. So there's the back way where we were before, where I said I would usually go along. But we went up Lily Street instead. There's a bit of a lip here, which is no good for people with mobility scooters and stuff. Bit of a speed bump type of thing. It's not a speed bump, but it can work like one. So. You got the Works department to my right. To my left is Kmart. We'd show the side of Kmart when these cars go past. Oh, Fox Environmental Systems written on a thing to my right. So there's your Kmart. And back where we just came from, down Gladys Street. Okay. Continue on. Yeah, if you ever see me walking along with something you don't really understand what it is, just by looking at it in a hurry, it's most probably a camera. It's a fair chance. So I get weird looks walking along with it. There's the Works department. I don't know if that's still what it's called, but it was called the Council Works Department for years and years. So that signage, it used to be nice flowers around the side, the highway side, with I think it was JSC or something done in flowers, Sunshine Council, but that's been gone for many years. And it was quite a nice little area. So we'll continue along. Kmart to my left, Works department to my right, reserved for Jackery Coast Regional Council vehicles, or CCRC it says. Got Hogan Associates across. Plus you've got where Roscoe's Pizza used to be. Roscoe's Pizza, an Italian restaurant. And before that it was Toast of the Tropics. I think it was built for Toast of the Tropics. This bluey turquoise building across here. Yeah. The old Roscoe's.
2 kilometers completed.
2 kilometers.
26 minutes 39 seconds. 3,086 steps. Heart rate 134 beats per minute.
Yeah, up here where there's clump of trees and that is where the JSC stuff used to be on there. That writing done in flowers. It's just up here. You know, like I said, it hasn't been there for a very long time. I say because it was quite nice. Of course, it's not the Johnson Shire Council anymore, so that's long gone. So we'll switch hands, then I get a different perspective. So the shoulders get sore. Yeah, this is where it all was, along here somewhere, where these trees are. There's back where we just came from, towards Kmart, Domino's, Subway, McDonald's, and so on. Good to get out and get some exercise while the sun's out. Nice places to look at along the way. Some nice gardens around, which we can't show on video. Gardens that aren't public, we can't show on video. They're in people's yards and that. If you see it to the side of the camera, well, when I'm facing straight ahead, well, that's fine. Some new plants up here. Get some new trees of some sort. In the waste department. Nice. Getting close to Bamboo Creek and the bridge. Who remembers the old bridge that used to be there back in the day? The old footbridge, that is. Old walking bridge. Pedestrian bridge, whatever. Well, what I saw, it was green and it was on a weird angle a lot of the time, like, and it was very narrow. Like, I don't think a bike and a person could go past side by side, like past each other. On there it was that narrow. It was good when they put this one in. Very good. Yeah, I was very happy when they put this one in. Hopefully this chappie's not going to walk across the traffic part of the bridge. Wow. Oh. Whew. So we're coming up on the Bamboo Creek Bridge. Just here. Yeah, this one's so much nicer than the old one. The old one was crazy. If anyone has any photos of it, feel free, of the old one, feel free to put it on old new Innisfail photos on Facebook. That's where it used to say PNG Crossing. You can see sort of the part of the old signage there, sort of the framework for it. Oh, see where that's leaning on the actual railing there. Hopefully that's showing up on camera. Yeah, might be best to chop that down fully further down, even like just a metre down. Anyway, we'll continue along. There's your Bamboo Creek and the vehicle bridge. I can't go up any higher because I've got a charging cable connected to the camera to keep it going longer. Otherwise I'd lift it up higher. The cable's not long enough to reach. Okay. Get the cemetery to my left, to my right coming up. Hadrell Park to my left. That's where another sign used to be. I think that might have been a PNG one as well. Remember the other one was. And the PNG sign was down in amongst all this at one stage. Like it had fallen down. Wow. It's nice having a proper pathway along here now, much nicer than those tarmac type ones. Because all the tree roots grow through under them. Make it hard. You'll see when we get up to River Avenue it's like that. Yeah, it can be quite horrible. Unless they've redone the pathway, but it was terrible along there. So to my right you've got the cemetery. I recorded the cemetery tour walk thing they did, guided tour. It was early last month. It's in the Art Deco Festival playlist, and it's in the Innisfail playlist too on Bestestimes Reborn. If you want to have a look at that, the night thing they did. The lighting's not the best, but there's only so much you can do at night with torches and all that stuff. There's plenty of people came. I didn't count how many, but so I was too busy recording and trying to get as best audio as I could for it. The audio was very soft. There's two versions of the video, one where I tried to amplify the audio, and one where I didn't. I just left it as it was. So try both. If you want to have a look at it. There's videos of the Shire Hall tour, guided tour, and the Art Deco guided tour around town. Quite interesting to have a look. A bit of history about the Shire Hall, the Catholic Church, and a few other buildings through town. Some history of Innisfail and that. So there's your Innisfail Cemetery. So we'll continue. We'll cross over here. Looks like the people who sell veggies and that aren't there today. Excellent. It's good when they are there. This part gets a bit hard to cross, so it'd be nice if there was either a zebra crossing or traffic lights here. But it's all good. It just takes time. As long as you can get into the middle, it's safer. And it doesn't take us long being part of the Bruce Highway, the main highway in Australia, number one. It takes a bit, but I can get in the middle. Yeah, it's a big plus. I can get straight across. Wow, you don't have to stop. There's your Hadwell Park, where they used to have the circus. The circus used to come like once a year or so. Now it's an RV park. We'll have a look at the signage when I get up there. There's your Cane Cutaway Tourist Drive, length 52 kilometres. Follow the cane knife sign. So there's your, oh, smells like somebody's been smoking cigarettes just along here. You can smell the smoke lingering. So it's the CMCA RV Park. I have ridden through there on the scooter when it was closed down. Oh, when there was no one there. Yeah, it was still open. Like the gates were open and that. So we'll have a quick look at the main signage, because there is people there and there's someone's caravan right there. So it's private property, non-members welcome. Why is it private property if it's non-members welcome? Anyway, so benefits of belonging to the CMCO. Pause to read it. Better to watch it on a TV, then you can see it better. It's too much to read out. There you go. There's water, sink, shower, grey water, toilet and rubbish, it says on there. And the sign here, pause to read. Leave no trace. That's good. You go to anywhere. When you go anywhere, don't dump any rubbish. Leave it even cleaner than when you got there. See rubbish, you got a plastic bag or some sort of way of taking the rubbish away, take it away. Yeah, don't leave it there. Especially your own rubbish. If you've got a car, it's quite easily able to get it to a bin and do it. Plenty of bins around. This is a conservatorium of music. Well, that's what it used to be called. I think it's just a con theatre now. Shown that many times from the outside. But we'll follow the pathway and watch those shows. Like I've done videos where you show the Innisfail Cultural Complex, which is to the right. I've walked down that street and shown it. So we'll stay on this side. Yeah, it'd be nice if they cemented all this instead of having it as these sort of pathways. because they're never that they're always quite bumpy and they can be quite rough. They're never smooth, that's the word I was trying to think of. So there's your Con Theatre Visual and Performing Arts Centre. Coming attractions, IDA presents The Greatest Show. November 24th, 7 p.m, 25th, 7:30 p.m, and text or phone 0434149568. There you go, the Con Theatre. No, it's not a sponsored video. Not that lucky. There's where the plant place was, garden place, whatever it was called, that I did a video inside of. I heard the lady was moving back to where she lives to have it. Yeah, I did read that at one stage on somewhere on Facebook. So that's gone, it's for lease. There was a pool shop in there at one stage. Mrs. Galea had a cafe in there many years ago, what I've been told. So there's your Eslick Street to my right. You've got the River Drive Caravan Park sign here. On the banks of the South Johnstone River. Don't know if that light gets turned on at night to show it better, but there's your Eslick across there. And your old plant place and that. Yeah, it was quite nice, the stuff the lady had in there. Have a look at that video, feel free to have a look. It's in the Meg Hill video. I don't know if that's how you say the name, I don't hear it said enough. And it's also, I chopped it out as its own separate video. So if you look in the Suburbs in Detail, I think it's called, playlist, you'll find Meg Hill in that. That's the only way I've heard people say the name. So, it may be wrong saying it like that, but I can only do what I can do. Sounded like a push bike behind me, but it wasn't. Sure. Ida Street, IDA. Which reminds me of Kids at Degrassi Street. There's a character in there called Ida. A friend of Noel and Lisa. If you're going to watch that show, it's on Amazon Prime. You got Kids at Degrassi Street, you got Degrassi Junior High, Degrassi High, and Next Generation, Degrassi Next Generation, and Next Class. Next Class is on Netflix. That was a Netflix made version. But if you're going to look at Kids at Degrassi Street and you only want to see one episode, my favourite episode is Noel Buys a Suit. If you find that one, Noel Buys a Suit. Yeah, that's a classic. Absolute classic. So, yeah, I really like that one. Noel's classic. So I was around watching that when it first came on. In Australia, it's a Canadian TV show based in Toronto. If you're into watching walking videos from different parts of the world and that, check out the Ken Continuum. He's a Canadian-based Toronto walk tuber. He's really good, the Ken Continuum. And then there's, well, wait till we get past this mower. Yeah, you've got the Ken Continuum and Johnny Strides. They're the two big ones in Toronto, Canada that I watch regularly. Tell them Bestestimes Reborn sent you, or recommended. In the comments or in that live stream, they do a lot of live streaming. They go all over Toronto. Johnny Strides goes overseas to different places, Thailand and a lot of other places. So they're definitely worth watching. Ken Continuum's classic. He's actually quite funny. He's right into like the Beatles and things like that. loves Seinfeld and Cheers and all that type of stuff, and you can talk to him in the live chat about it. Or all of a sudden he would just start singing a Beatles song. So it's always good to watch. Check out his live streams and his normal pre-recorded videos, as he calls them, which are more like this, just your non-live ones. Definitely check those two out. Down south in Geelong and Melbourne is Estelle, Geelong Walks, and I think she does city walks as well. I forget what her other channel's called, but there's Geelong Walks. And tell her Bestestimes Reborn recommended. Check her stuff out. One I recommend. She's still learning, honing in her craft, but she's getting really good. So she's definitely worth it. Worth a look. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe on their channels. Help them out. Check their links in the description. Like, check the links in my description. If you want to donate via or via PayPal, you can. Do the links in the description. Alright, this chappie's coming along. We'll show you the other side. Privacy. In respect. Good morning. Nice and people friendly. Making sure nothing's falling out of my pockets. No, I was looking for my mini tripod, and I realised it's connected to the camera, and I'm holding it with the mini tripod. Silly me. So we're coming up on the intersection where you go down River Avenue to go out to like Wangan, South Johnson, Mina Creek, those sort of places, or to go across around the Big Bend near the old high school where the traffic lights and that are now, and you head towards Townsville, Marillion, places like that, down to Tully and everywhere. We've shown this in detail before on my videos, so we won't linger. That's back where we just came from. Part I didn't get to show because the chappie was walking along out of respect. And we'll continue on. We're going to end up over the Geraldton Bridge. No, Centenary Bridge, sorry. I always get them two mixed up. After all these years, you wouldn't think I would. But yeah, it's quite easy too. So I've done my allotted amount of steps. That's what that noise was all about. I usually do a double. I don't walk as fast as I normally would when I'm doing a video, so I can show more detail though. My normal walking speed is like twice as fast. Just to get in and out of the sun and the rain and whatever else. The heat. So we'll continue along up here. These seats always have, quite often have green ants. You sit there for too long and you get covered in green ants. And for those who don't know what green ants are, they bite. They look like normal sort of ants, but they've got green backs on them. Which in traditional Aboriginal or Indigenous cooking and just their bush, the stuff they eat out in the bush, green ants are sweet, the back of them if you eat them. I personally wouldn't, but I don't need to, so yeah, like witchetty grubs and things like that. I tried a witchetty grub in primary school, grade 7 camp. We had bush tucker at the camp, and I forget whether I liked it or not. Of course, everyone says anything that is classed as different, oh, it tastes like chicken. Not everything would taste like chicken, like all the wild animals and different bugs and things that they eat over in like Thailand and that. The street markets and things, street vendors have. People say, oh, they taste like chicken. Yeah, they all taste like chicken. I think it's just to get people to try them. So there's your Wangan, South Johnson, Mina Creek, Silkwood, Townsville sign. Townsville's 260 70 kilometres. Wangan's 5, South Johnson's 8, Meena Creek 17, and Silkwood 40. Paranella Park 17. Paranella Park is at Meena Creek. It's definitely worth checking out. Yeah. Justine Schofield did a video there. She has a cooking show, Channel 10. I think it's still on Channel 10. Yeah, she did an episode there. She cooked up some food with these crunchy leaves. Nope, not overly crunchy. As you can see here where they've tried to patch up some of where the roots grow through. Or it's quite terrible to ride or walk. I think this is the end of the mowing area. Sign up here. Yep. Oh no, it's a rough surface. Rough surface sign. There you go, rough surface. There was a mowing sign earlier, that's what I said. It'd be nice if they put some of these down near the pump track, close to the pump track at Marina Lakes. That would be awesome. Covered seating, a couple of bins. Be awesome. So they're spraying ahead, going by that sign on the right hand side near the road. What do they call this park? Let's go and have a look at that sign. I should know, I've seen the sign often enough, but I can't remember everything. Let's have a look. River Avenue. Oh, she's got River Avenue written on there. So there's your spraying sign, spraying ahead. And Marillion State School Fete, which is on Saturday the 28th of October, 4 p.m. till late. There you go. Continue on. Some parts you can see the river, but they don't really show up in the video because it's only tiny little spots. Johnston River. So we'll continue up here. Looks like the chappie in the fluoro shirt that was going across Bamboo Creek Bridge just turned back. Looks like he's done a bit of a walk. Yeah, it's not a bad place to walk. It's better in winter to walk along here. A lot nicer, especially earlier in the day. It can be a lot cooler, a lot shadier. Oh, there's a fair bit of shade here, which is great. So continue on up to the bridge, go across the bridge and go down, and we'll see where we go from there, where I decide to go. Oh. When Chappie gets closer, we'll show a different direction, so for privacy. It's good to show that there's someone actually using the pathway, and that you get a lot more people walking along here during the morning, like early morning, 6:30, 7 o'clock. Show the tree canopy, which we like to do, and back where we just came from, down there. So we'll keep showing this way due to Chappie, which is fine. Quite happy with that. You've got to respect people's privacy. Unless they ask to be in a video, well, then that's different. But if they don't, if they see the camera, like, yeah, I'll be in it. And that's fine. Morning. It's currently 9:44 a.m. I don't know if you can see the river through there. I can, but I don't know whether there's no point in zooming in because the quality degrades, as it's only 2x digital zoom. Okay. Yeah, certain times you can see the leaves falling down or debris, and it looks really nice. Zoom up blowing. There's a few here and there. You see a few on this tree coming down. Not while I got the camera showing on it, of course. I see that the Ben Bunter, as it was once known as, has I know it was up for sale at one stage, and now there's fencing around it, so we'll go up there and have a look. Hopefully they're just doing it up. Hopefully it didn't sell and they're just doing it up, because it's a service that's needed. It's to do with the Endeavour Foundation. It's a workshop for people with disability to come and make money and do things. And that, I know people who have been there and they have fond memories of it, they love it. It's only for certain age groups, I think. Well, back then, once they get to a certain age, they have to stop. But, you know, so the good old arthritis is playing up, and bursitis in my shoulder. So we'll switch hands again, as long as we can. There isn't a woodworking gallery across the road. Just look out for the pink sign with gallery written on it. I think it's a gallery, or yeah. And there's a blue roller door. That's to my right. If you're coming from South Johnson direction, it'll be to your left. I think it'll be definitely worth checking out. I've never actually been to it, but the lady who's to do with it is part of the Innisfail Woodworking Guild, and she's on my old and new Innisfail Facebook group. If she ever sees me walking past and wants me to get some video, what she's going to do is let me know. The sign's not out like it often is, so I think they're closed today. You got Woodcraft Gallery written above the blue roller door. Yeah, definitely check it out and tell them that Brad from Old New Innisfail Photos recommended it, or Bestestimes Reborn. Either one, I think she'd know. Oh, it looks like they're building something next door to Ben Bunder. I don't know if Ben Bunder's still there. Well, we'll definitely go and check that out. There's a lady with a dog coming along, so I'll have to show the camera the other direction, showing that people are using the thing. That's where you go up the stairs to go up the bridge over there, across the bridge. I'll show this direction out of respect. Oh. Right. Good morning. Bridge. So we're under the bridge now. Business Solutions, Endeavour Foundation. Yeah, it doesn't say Ben Bunder anymore, so it may not be. It looks like they're building something there. But I don't think it's been called Ben Bunder for many years. I forget the name of that street while we're at it. Backhouse, that's it. So there's your old Ben Bunder there. There's no for sale sign there anymore. It may not be used for that anymore. That sign might be still just old. Oh, it'd be nice if there was more getting added onto that for the Endeavour Foundation. I think they do a great service. Anyway, let's head back. There's no way decent to walk across there, that's why we didn't go all the way to the end and cross. It can be quite dangerous if it gets busy. Okay, so there's the bridge we're going to go across, the Centenary. Geraldton's the one over to Innisfail Estate, Villetta's Estate, near the hospital. Bear with me as I'm trying a minimalist camera set up so that still good quality, still the same quality, just not as much equipment. So it's a bit easier on my joints. So we'll cross over when where the crossing is, further up past that lady with the dog. Whew, wow.
Kilometers completed. Duration 15 minutes 25 seconds.
take a photo of how much I've walked.
Heart rate 137 beats per minute.
Usually take a quick photo so I can look back and see the distance I've done. So bear with me. If the camera jostles around, I'll edit that out. So let's send that photo off. Some people like to see it, the distance I've gone. But that's the distance up till now. There's still a fair bit to go to get done. Good to get the exercise, keep the legs going. Well, possible. Then I'll try and rest for a few days. How the body works. You do a bit of exercise, then you got to rest. Enjoy the air conditioning or whatever. Relax the body and get ready for another book. And see where we can go. Yeah, this is a lot nicer than it was. I think they've fixed some of it up. There's not as many bumps along here from the roots of the trees. It has been reported many times to the council. I think they've actually done something about it in parts. It's way better than it used to be. Now they need to put in lights along here. That'd be awesome for night time. So I've ridden along here on the scooter at night and it's pitch black. On the road's fine, but on the actual footpath, not so good. So I wouldn't suggest walking along here at night. Road ahead, cyclists dismount. Okay, let's get across River Avenue. Oh. Pardon me with my allergies playing up. I do take things for the allergies, but they take too long to start working. You need to take them about 5 hours before I go for a walk. But if you go early, well, you can't really do that. So there's your River Avenue along there and the bridge. There's a name of this road written, oh, Cowboys Road. Someone's put a sign up. North Queensland Cowboys Avenue. It's faded, so glad not being able to read it. But yeah, we're coming up where that gallery is. The woodworking up here. Right here, you can see the pink sign. (74) River Avenue. Excellent. Yeah, one day I'd like to show video of the gallery. Leaves and Bark Plants Library, free bookshop. I don't know if I've ever noticed it before. I might have. There's plants for sale there. I may have. There's been plenty of times of walking along here, so there's a fair chance if it was there, I would have shown it. Oh. We'll go up the ramp and up the stairs. I feel like climbing the stairs in this heat. Oh, because there's plenty of stairs coming up ahead to get onto the bridge. It'd be nice if there was a gradual ramp. It'd have to be pretty long though to get all the way up there. Whew. Man, it is hot. You see the stairs here. I know that's probably a gutter, but it's good when you're pushing a bike up here or a scooter. You can put your wheels in there and walk it up. It's a lot easier than trying to lift it up these stairs. I've done that with the scooter. Yeah, a lot of people put a D in it, scooter, like photos, when it's a T. But anyway, let's go across the bridge and we'll show down to River Avenue. There's the Ben Bunda direction, Endeavour Foundation. And there's your town direction. Where we just walked along before. And the picturesque Johnston River coming up. So we'll show as best as we can. As I said, there's got the cable hanging out to charge the camera as we go along. They don't have the best camera batteries built in. It's not one where you can change the battery. It's all built in, non-removable. So there's your Johnston River. I don't know if you can see the water tower if that shows up. You look for the big clump of trees in the middle of the river. Behind that you can see the water tower. Show a bit more when we get further along. Oh. Boiling hot weather. So this video, you'll probably see it a few days after because YouTube's processing takes a while. Once you upload it, it takes sometimes 2 or 3 days to process. If it's a long video, at high quality, it takes its time. You'll see that some people's videos, they'll set them to public straight away. And you'll see that the videos come out at a low resolution, and then if you watch them back a day later, they might be at full HD or 1080p. That's why I have mine set to private until they're at the full quality, and then people can see them. So they're seeing it at a much better quality. So, yeah, that's the best way to do it. So it's a tip for anyone doing YouTube videos. Yeah, set your videos to private or schedule them for like 2 or 3 days after you've uploaded for that specific reason. Okay. There are stairs down here. Stairs similar to the ones just before. But they're in 2 stages, as you can see. So you get a spot to rest and then go again. But the railings are a little bit too far away for people that need them to reach. That makes it a bit harder. It'd be nice if there was a railing down the middle that people with mobility issues could hold on to. It would be a lot safer. So I don't want to do the stereotypical walk that I normally do, where you just go straight down Coronation. Try and take some side streets and that. And see how we go when we get up there to it. located underneath of the Centenary Bridge down there. Not really a nice place to hang out. A lot of graffiti. You don't know what's around there. So I certainly won't be going down there. But we might have a rest when we get up here. It's not a bad little table and chair setup near the gym equipment, public gym equipment. So I don't know how many people use them. Hopefully people use them. I don't know how well they get maintained. I know there's some over at Hadrill Park where we were before. And there's some further up Coronation Drive, more towards the Jubilee Bridge. I think that's that Mango Tree Caravan Park, this one here? Yeah, to my right. This one here. There used to be a lot of mango trees. Well, nice tree canopy there. Hopefully it shows up well. Wow. Quite hot. Whew. So I'm pretty sure this is all still classed as Coronation Drive. I don't see any signage. We'll walk down some of Coronation Drive and then go through some of the side streets once I've had a rest and let the camera charge up a bit more. And we'll be back straight after that. This is where I'm going to have a sit. No, I wouldn't drink any water out of that. I think it's better for just dogs. And if you're walking a dog along here, and it would be quite hot in this time of the year anyway, the water. And there's your Johnston River. Alright, we'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. Okay, so we're back again after about a 20-minute rest, I guess. Didn't actually time it, so there's the fitness equipment they've got over here. Fairly basic, but cool they've got it. Don't know how often it gets cleaned, if it gets cleaned at all. But still pretty cool they've got it here. No, there's your Johnston River. And the seating area where I just sat. I wouldn't sit at that one because you probably get leaves in your hair and all that, and green ants and stuff. There's often green ants at this one, but I didn't see any this time. Normally there is, so. Anyway, we'll continue along. I'm trying not to do the stereotypical walk, like I said, straight down Coronation like I usually do, because it gets too much. All the same thing, so. But we'll go as long as I feel, and then go down a couple of side streets and have a look. Yeah, it's a beautiful area, this, especially in winter. See the tree canopy a bit in the sun. All this here. Surprised backpackers and that don't come and lay over here. Maybe it's not sunny enough. It's too shady. Anyway, we'll continue along so I can get out of this heat. Yeah, it's a nice place to cycle. It's not too bad. I'm here to cycle and walk and all that, but just keep to one side a lot of the time. Especially if you've got headphones on, because you won't hear a cyclist coming up behind you. Or someone on a scooter or whatever. It's always best to do that. Keep to one side. gives people the opportunity to pass. I often walk to the middle in some spots because if a dog comes out, you've got equal opportunity to go whichever way. But I can hear if someone comes up behind me because I've got no headphones. This part here gets a little steep, and further up it gets a little steep. That still says Coronation Drive there. If I was to go down this street here, which I think is Turner Street, I'm not too sure, it goes down to where Alvarez's store used to be. Might actually go down here, go down Turner. Instead of going down the stereotypical stuff that I normally show. I know I have showed along here before, but it's interesting to show. Like I say, camera straight ahead. So let me know in the comment section if you think the video is loud enough. So I've been told that some of my videos are too soft. That's with the old microphone setup. Can be a little soft, even when it's turned up loud. Well, I don't talk overly loud because I'm walking past people's places and all that out of respect. I don't believe in yelling and all that when you're doing a video, like some people do. Do my best to talk loud enough, but not too loud. So I've bumped the volume up on this one, so we'll see. And we'll see if this is Turner Street too. So the Turner on Monica, if I remember rightly, and there's a plover going off, as they do.
5 kilometers completed.
5
Duration
kilometers.
1 hour 9 minutes 46 seconds. 7,672 steps. Heart rate 138 beats per minute.
Yeah, you got Somerset Building Company straight ahead, which used to be the Alvarez's store. Joe Alvarez, he was a classic, absolute classic. Yeah, he was always funny. You could always have a good chat with him. Oh, well, I was wrong all the way up. This is Rita Street. Rita, R-I-T-A. Should have known that. And A-U-B-U-R-N Street is this one here. I don't know how to say it, so I'm not going to butcher it. But this one's Rita, R-I-T-A. Oh, I know those streets are close by, the ones I said before. I know they're along here. Monica and Turner. Turner might be the next one along. Towards East Innisfail School direction. Yeah, I don't know. But we'll go past the butcher and all that. Or as it used to say on there, butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. Because it was a bakery there, East Innisfail Bakery. Which moved and become Civvies over near the near Kmart, which of course was the Lollipop Cafe for a while, and then it become what is it? Define Normal, NDIS. Yeah, so there you go. But, yeah, it's across from Subway and Kmart, Domino's, all that. Used to be a really nice tree along here that thousands of birds used to hang out in. It's gone now. We're straight across from this end flat. Oh, what Chappie's doing there. He's pouring something over there. Pouring something over there. Oh, wonder. There's actually Somerset, which used to be the Alvarez's store, like I said. But we'll continue along. Show the butcher and that. So that was Rita Street. Oh, I think they've just put in a smart water meter. That's what it looks like. Yeah, it is a water meter. That's what it is. There's your butcher. Takes up the whole building now. It's pretty cool. Wire quality meats, Midway Butcher, whole grain filled sirloin. You got your disability accommodation here, NDIS certified. Well, Wow. I don't know if people are in there yet. I remember when this was getting built. I showed it last few times I've come along here, I've shown it. Another big tree's gone. Another big tree, which was tremendous. This is Turner. It's Turner Street here. Turner and H, Sydney H. Turner. There's where the tree used to be. See a big tree here. Let's see where they've removed it. So this is Meridian Road, this long one. Right, we'll get away from these people. Privacy.
We're going to go have breakfast and stuff. Yeah, we'll come.
I remember there used to be a paint place here, panel beating and painting. They used to have Dulux and that written on there back in the day. Because this used to be the main highway. Yeah, Meridian Road was the highway. Pretty cool. Luckily the camera's not overheating. Sometimes it does in this heat. And yeah, feel the part where the battery is, it gets quite warm. But because I had that rest in the shade and all that, I think it's cooled it down. It's always good to do with cameras in the heat. Give them a chance to cool down. If you're in the freezing cold, they need a chance to warm up, I guess. Because it goes both ways. This used to be Furniture World. The furniture shop here, this blue and yellow. The church had it for a while. It was empty for years and years and years, and a church got it. It was like a Jewish church or something like that. I forget exactly. You see it in some of my videos when I've walked along here. And that. We're all staying inside. I don't think anything's in there at the moment. There's a sign on there. But it's too hot to be crossing over too often. So, yeah. We'll go across. A bit shadier there. Let's see what it says. No deliveries, please. The sign says. But we'll see if anything's actually in there. So a couple of, what do they call those things? Rollators, call them nowadays. Like a walking frame on wheels. Yeah, like stuff. Mobility, medical mobility, it says on the red one. Those are all like stuff from like a second-hand place or something. I don't know. Anyway, I don't think it's the church anymore. No. It's gonna. Yeah, so let's continue on. I'm showing that. This is still Meridian Road, like I said. And this used to be a service station up here to my left. The corner of the Marty Street. Oh, we'll certainly see when we get up there. Can't remember the names of everything in town. I usually do, but sometimes I don't. Yeah, Marty Street. You got 1 dice and you add 3 dice, you got 4 dice. If you know, you know. It's one of those things. Certain people watching this will know what I'm talking about, and other people won't. That's all good. It's all harmless. There's your Marty Street, where that vehicle's coming out of. in my Carly cabinets truck. Across there. Cross over where the service station used to be. The reason why there were service stations here, like I said, was because of the highway, which haven't been used as service stations most of the time I've lived here. So, yeah. The one at the end of the, just up here where we're going to turn down to go down Coronation, that was a Shell service station. The signs are up there for years, so I know that was a Shell. I did see that as a service station in the very early 90s. There was the custom line computers was in there for a while. A few other different ones have been in there. And then it's just been abandoned for a long time. It's left. So continue along Marilyn Road. There's a dog there, hopefully there's a fence. Looks like there isn't a gate. That's good. Wish there was a nice footpath on both sides of the road here. That would be awesome, much needed. A few places for sale along here. This place here is for sale, 108 Marillion Road. And the one across the road here, so a brownie coloured one, is for sale. I don't know what number that is. I'm not crossing back over just to see a number, because the number's not very bright on there. It's basically opposite 108. So we're near the East Innisfail School. We can't show that because it's a school day. Obvious reasons. Shown that other days anyway, other videos when it's a public holiday or a Saturday or Sunday. We show that sort of thing then. But we'll go on the side of the road and we'll just show the road and all that. I don't know if the old preschool gets used anymore. I don't think so. It just doesn't look looked after last time I come along here. So it may not be being used. It'll be used as storage. Where Bodna store used to be, up here on the corner on the other side of the road, on the right hand side. It was a Thai restaurant for a while. And there was also a place, just like a screen printing for t-shirts and that, uniforms and that. Limes, 50 cents each. I don't know if that's a good price or not. So it'd be cheaper than the supermarket, the way things are. Across there at 115, I think it is. Marillion Road. Right where that vehicle's just stopped. Looks like that place is being done up over there. It's one thing you're destined to hear when you do a walk over in suburbia, especially here. A dog, a lawnmower, leaf blower, whippersnapper, and plovers. Someone yelling from across the road, telling the dog to shut up. Must know the dog because it said the dog's name. I couldn't understand it. You can tell he said it. Okay, so you got East Innisfail State Primary School to my left, Marillion Road to my right, where the Thai restaurant used to be. You can still see the signs for the Thai restaurant. Don't know how well that did. Well, it's not there anymore, so I'd say didn't do too well, sadly. I don't wish businesses to fail. Sorry if the camera goes up and down a little too much. Walking along. Dinky Thai, the healthy alternative. There you go. The Alberta store. In the corner of Carmel Street and Marillion Road. You can actually read the Carmel Street sign this time. Last time you couldn't. I think they put a new one on there. So it's all overgrown and yuck. So, yeah, there used to be a payphone over there. Sure, there used to be a payphone years ago. Over there somewhere. Post box. Australia post box. Well, there you go. But yes, if you want to see the outside of the school, watch my other Innisfail videos. And ones where I mentioned Marillion Road and that.
1 hour 23 minutes 47
6 kilometres.
seconds. 9,206 steps. Heart rate 142 beats.
The old Jehovah's Witness building, which was turned into 2 flats. I think it was 2 flats originally. It got turned into Kingdom Hall or whatever they call it. It's here with the solar panels on it and the brick. The corner of Harvey and Marillion Road. Show the old Cornell electronics as we go past. While the Kenwood and GME electrophone sign's still there. If you're into 2 ways and things like that. GME electrophone would mean something. Especially people who like stuff from the 70s, 80s, 90s. Yeah, Darryl Canal repairs to TV, LCD, plasma, DVD, VCR, GME electrophone, and Kenwood. Wow. Smart Computer Solutions. It used to be here, hasn't been here for years. On that post there where it's all covered up by the weed tree thing, has a Shell sticker on there, Shell service station sticker. And you can tell by the colouring it was Shell. Looks like the old McDonald's sort of tiles from the 80s. Wow, that door's seen better days. See the old, where the Bowsers and that would have been back in the day. Right, I was getting rusty. I think this is ready to be knocked down, realistically. A lot of people park here for Blue Care and the vet and that, I think. I've seen cars just parked here. You get your Acer computers signage on there. Old FPOS stuff and Westnet. Bendigo Bank, Visa, MasterCard. It's interesting to see the old signs on there, old stickers. The old emergency stop thing there for the Bowsers and that. Wow. Yeah, a bit mouldy up there. Don't know how well it's showing up on camera, but hopefully it shows up enough. You can get an idea of what it's like. Wow. You can see where the toilets would have been for the service station and that. There's no way a service station would work over here nowadays. Just too many service stations around. See where the Shell sign would have been up the top on there. Wow. Yeah, it's so worn out, run down. It's sad to see places like this. But it's interesting when the old signage shows through and that though, times. I wonder if that website's still active. www.smcs.com.au 40616993. I think they're the ones that either become custom line or they're the ones that are the smarter computer solutions in the KFC. I'm not too sure. But we'll go down Coronation. I'm not walking up that hill in this heat. It's too much. Marillion Road Hill. Okay, there's your tropical vets across there. Get across to where it's shady. It probably would have been nice and shady where these vehicles are when they first put them there in the morning. Hear birds in the trees. So we're now on the footpath alongside Coronation Drive. As the lady owner said, Coronation Doctor, because DR is short for doctor. And they put that on the signs, DR, Coronation Doctor. Classic. If you're watching this, you know who you are. It'd be nice to see some more videos, live streams like you used to do before, or videos when you go on a hike or wherever like you used to. Exotic and Tropical is the channel to look up. You can see the old videos that are there still. Exotic and Tropical. See through to the Johnston River. The dragonflies and butterflies and things. Hopefully they show up on camera. But usually they don't because they're too small, the camera doesn't focus on them. Shade. When it'll say, well, I think along here it'll say 7 kilometres along this pathway somewhere. My watch. This watch here, if you're doing fitness stuff and you've got a Samsung phone, I would recommend it. It's the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. Definitely worth it. Good for sleep tracking. Fairly good battery life, charges fairly fast if you use a good, decent charge brick. No, because they don't come with a charge brick. They come with a charging puck and a cable connected to that, so it magnetises to the back of it, like an Apple Watch. And you just plug it into a power brick. And you charge it up. If you use a fast charging power brick, you charge it up before you go to bed and you can put it on and do your tracking. Sometimes I can get 2 or 3 days out of the watch if I'm not doing the fitness tracking and that. If I'm at home the whole time or not doing anything where I've got the GPS and that running. It's also got a fairly bright screen. And it's got the auto tracking for a lot of fitness stuff, so if I forget to turn it on for the tracking and that, for the walking and that, it'll automatically do it after a minute or so. It'll realise that I'm walking, that I'm out and about, and it'll start doing it. And then it'll show up all the information on the screen when you're finished. And also more detailed information in the Samsung Health app. If you link the Google Fit app to it, that'll show up extra information as well. There's a lot of stuff like jogging and running, cycling, all these different things on there. Swimming. Although I personally wouldn't use this submerged. You probably can, but I wouldn't risk it. But it's fine in the rain, I can tell you that. It's fine in torrential rain, flood rain. Right when we've had flooding and I've gone and recorded videos, I've had the watch on, no worries. like any other touchscreen thing that's water resistant and waterproof. The touchscreen's not as responsive when it's wet. As you'd find with phones and that too. As drops hit it, it's like it's been touched by your fingers and that. But anyway, hopefully one day they'll replace this footpath completely with brand new footpath like they've done further up. That would be awesome. Let's look back where we just came from. Stanzella. If you know, you know. So there's back where we just came from. And Stanzella. It's Bartle Street over there. Bartle. B-A-R-T-L-E. Sometimes I spell them out just in case I get it wrong. So, like the pronunciation. Yeah, Bartle Street. Corner of Bartle and Coronation. I've gone down there before on scooter videos and walk videos. Well, look at this. This is why it really needs to be fixed up. This pathway. Certainly needs it. The Johnston River. Nearly in line with where the Bamboo Creek Bridge is from earlier. That's back a little bit. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the video. Let me get up a bit further. If you can see the bridge across there, that's the Bamboo Creek, the vehicle one, the bridge. And the walking bridge is on the other side of it. Pedestrian bridge, whatever you want to call it. Benwell Street. B-E-N-W-E-L-L. So we're coming along near Fitzgerald Street's the next one. I know that for a fact. So I've known a few people who have lived in the exact same house in that street. Different people, different families, same house, different times. So letting you see the surroundings. Hopefully my breathing's not coming through on it. Then it is amplified, the audio. So Fitzgerald Street, there where the giveaway sign is. Face the other way due to the lady coming along. We'll show Coronation Drive out of respect. Good to see people enjoying along here. But it is not really the best. Hello. Just your Fitzgerald Street. So the chappie has been watching my videos. There's your Fitzgerald Street. Chappie has been commenting out of privacy. I won't say the name, but he knows. There's your Fitzgerald Street. Coronation Street, end of it anyway. So the council's doing stuff there. So finding your way to town from there is pretty straightforward. Get to the end of the Coronation Street end of the street, turn right, follow the pathway to under the bridge and around and over the bridge, and you're into town. One thing I forgot to mention when I was commenting, when you commented and I told you a lot of places that were in certain areas, forgot to mention the bowls club. The Lawn Bowls Club over here has a bar and all that. I'm not into that stuff, but you did ask about pubs and that. And a lot of backpackers go there, what I've been told. I don't know, I think they have cheaper drinks or something. They don't have to have food. Oh, no idea about that. But I know they do they have a bar there. I've seen it there when I've gone for functions and that there. So that's a place next to the bridge on the east side, near the Corso. So that's somewhere to have a look at. Don't know when they're open, don't know any of their hours or anything, but you can look them up on Google. I'm sure it'll be on there somewhere. They might even have a website. Innisfail Bowls Club. Such a Lawn Bowls. Used to be 10-pin bowling up at Belvedere, but that's long gone. Used to be bowling tournaments, leagues and all that. Yeah, it was pretty good. So we're coming up on the next lot of fitness equipment along here. You might not go down to it. It's getting way too hot. But we'll show them from up here. 7 kilometers.
Duration 1 hour 38 minutes 6 seconds. 10,680 steps. Heart rate 142 beats per minute.
To that time, that includes the time where I sat down and had a rest. See here, there used to be a bin next to it. The one further down there was too, but not anymore. That'd be boiling hot to sit on in this heat. There's no shade. There's your fitness equipment there. There's your fitness equipment over there. Exercise. And thanks to old mate for his positive comments too. The one that was asking me questions about Innisfail and that. Positive comments about my videos. Really appreciate it. Shows that people actually like what I do and that it makes a difference. Helps people, which is part of the goal of it all. For capturing history as well. I'm at 6 on the fence. So it seems. Okay, this is Tom Uran Way. Remember when I was a little kid reading it? There used to be like a different plaque. I thought it was urine. Reading it as like a 10-year-old. Tom Uran Way, a cyclone Winifred assistance project opened by Honourable Tom Uran MP, Federal Minister for Local Government and Administrative Services, 20th of May 1987. Pause to read if you want to see it yourself, even though I just read it all out. I actually got a photo of it for the thumbnail. Aston Street, A-S-T-O-N, over there. And then Agnes is the big one up there we showed in one of my in-depth East Innisfail videos. There's Coronation down there. This is Aston. That house has been there forever. Showing it because you never know, one day it may not be there, and it's interesting to show that it was there, where Bridge Meats used to be down there. I've shown that mural many times. You can see photos of it on old Innisfail photos on Facebook. Anyway, we're going to go through here where old mate's fixing the fence up, which people are just going to wreck again because they're fishing down there. You just walk around it, but they don't. Hey, how you going? Oh. Nothing better to do, I guess. Yeah. Yep, have fun. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, make it stronger. Good idea. I like the trash things. I don't get it. Oh, it says fish and chips open. Oh, that's an ad for the fish and chip ban. I thought the lawn bowls might have had fish and chips, but no, it's an ad for the Waller's fish and chips down the Esplanade. Wednesday to Sunday, 11 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. So they're celebrating 100 years, the Bowls Club. I did do a video of their mural. They got it around the side. And that. Oh. Yeah, oh. This is the Jubilee Bridge. But anyway, Jubilee, the second Jubilee Bridge, there was another one here, which they removed because it was dangerous, it was too narrow, very old, very decrepit, built way back. So this one here is ginormous. Needs a good clean regularly. It does get quite mouldy. It's cleaner than it was last time I come along here, I'll put it that way. Wouldn't even hurt to have a bin along here. Some people won't walk the extra mile to get to a bin, or hold it till they get home, the rubbish. Anyway, we'll show this other bit. Oh, mate comes along. It's all Art Deco inspired, of course. Being an Art Deco inspired town. Some of it is original Art Deco from the period, and when Art Deco was the thing, and some of them are recreations of the Art Deco style around. Yeah, it's good to see. Okay, so we're not far from where I want to finish the video. It's been a long video. Go in and get a cold drink from Woolworths and go home. Castlereagh Coast Regional Council, 2011. That's when this was opened, 2011. There's photos somewhere in old New Innisfail photos of the original one getting built. Back in the day. It's amazing to see. Oh, Port Innisfail Marina. I've never seen that sign there before. Port Innisfail Marina down there. I think that's new. Port Innisfail. The old bridge was 87 years old. The old bridge there. And the old bridge being built over here, 1872. No, that's not 1872. That's a different part on there. Sign needs fixing up. You constructed the old one, 1923. There you go. Bit of information about it. Pause to read. Try and center it in the camera. You pause to read the information about it. Okay. Merge down across the police station direction. We'll get up to the corner and then we'll stop the video. Across from Woolworths. That arcade there. Oh. Fitzgerald Esplanade that way. McGowan Drive this way. Then McGowan Drive takes you down near the town pool, the Chowai Hall. Out onto the highway. And you get to the roundabout. The Esplanade way that'll take you to the fire station, the police station, the RSL, the skate park, and other places along there. And if you keep going, you'll get to another bridge, Geraldton Bridge, and that'll take you across to Innisfail State College, the high school, and out to Flying Fish Point if you follow Flying Fish Point Road. Lead over the coconuts, Flying Fish Point, Ala Bay. Good fish and chip shop out at Flying Fish Point Cafe. Playground across from there is not too bad. Okay, right, put Woolworths now. Oh, where Woolworths is across from here. So thanks for watching. This is Bestestimes keeping memories alive for us, future generations to see. Check us out on old and new Innisfail photos on Facebook, Bestestimes Reborn on YouTube. Check the links in the description. If you want to donate to the channel via PayPal, feel free to check the links in the description. Any amount is appreciated. Even just a like, sharing and subscribing helps. And we'll catch you in the next one.